Hello, sports fans. Welcome to Super Sports Central. Today we have Sports News episode 41. So we're going to be covering the four major sports plus an interesting golf story. So we're going to start off with the interesting golf story. So, in the middle of last weekend's tournament, leader Jon Rahm could have very well won the tournament and won over $1 million by winning the tournament, was forced out of the tournament due to a positive COVID-19 test in the middle of a round. So something you don't see every day. We're going to start with the NFL. Aaron Rodgers is a no-show at mandatory minicamp, and it officially makes him a holdout. So it's really going to be interesting to see what Rodgers does. If the Packers trade him, or it's going to be very interesting to see how the saga continues. But I don't think he's going to ever appear at a Packers thing since he wants out of Green Bay. I really don't think he's going to end up playing anywhere else. I think he's just going to call it a career. But that's just me. I want to know your thoughts on that. So comment your thoughts on that. Julio Jones gets traded to the Titans. A.J. Brown will continue wearing number 11. Because Jones was 11 in Atlanta. So the Titans receive Jones and a 2023 6th-round draft pick. The Falcons get a 2022 second-rounder and a 2023 4th-rounder. So, great move by the Titans. An amazing trade, because you're giving up a 4th-round pick and a 2nd-round pick for Julio Jones, one of the best receivers. So, bad move by the Falcons, only because you're not getting enough back. Trading him, good job, but they're not getting nearly enough back. And great move by the Titans, because now they have really good number 1 and 2 receivers. Over to the NBA. Bucks guard Dante DiVincenzo undergoes successful ankle surgery. Utah Jazz guard Mike Conley will miss Game 1 of the series against the Clippers with a hamstring injury. James Harden also injured his hamstring in Game 1. He left in the first quarter, and he missed Game 2. The Trailblazers have mutually agreed to part ways with Coach Terry Stotts one day after their departure from the playoffs. So, in the NBA playoffs, I'm just going to go through every playoff matchup so far, because you haven't heard all of the results for every series. So, Jazz Grizzlies, Jazz win 4-1. Clippers in the Western Conference round 1. We're going to start, then we're going to go Eastern Conference round 1, Western Conference round 2, Eastern Conference round 2. So, Jazz Grizzlies, Jazz win 4-1. Clippers Mavericks, Clippers come back to force a Game 7 and win the series in 7 games, which I'm glad about, because I have the Clippers in the finals. Nuggets Trailblazers, Nuggets win in 6. Suns and Lakers, Suns win 4-2. Giving LeBron James the first time in his career he ever lost in the playoffs in the first round. In the Eastern Conference first round, 76ers and Wizards, 76ers win in 5. Knicks and Hawks, Hawks win in 5. Heat and Bucks, the Bucks get revenge from last season and sweep the Heat 4-0. And the Nets and Celtics, the Nets win the series 4-1. Western Conference round 2, Clippers Jazz, Game 1 is tonight. My prediction for this series is the Clippers. And Suns and Nuggets, Game 2 is tomorrow. The Suns currently have a 1-0 series lead. And my prediction for the series is the Suns in 6 games. Clippers Jazz, I'll take Clippers in 6 as well. In the Eastern Conference, round 2, 76ers versus Hawks. Hawks lead 1-0. Game 2 is tonight. My prediction for the series is 76ers in 6. games. That would be 6 games for the 76ers. Nets and Bucks. Nets grab the early 2-0 series lead. While James Harden is injured, I really don't think that's going to affect the Nets at all in this series. And I think they're still going to win the series. I think probably in 5 games. So, and then it would be 76ers Nets. I'll take the 76ers. Clippers Suns. Clippers in 7. And then Nets Clippers Nets. NBA champions. NHL news. NHL and Canada agree on the traveling across the border. The NHL players do not have to quarantine for 14 days upon entering the country. So that's a good thing because now each team can play at their home stadium, even though it's unlikely for Canadian teams to allow fans. So now we're going to go recap the playoffs, and it's only going to be round 2 recapping because round 1 I covered all of last week. So if you want to know those results, go watch last week's video after this one's over. So, in the Western Division, Vegas Golden Knights versus Avalanche. The series is tied 2-2. The home team has won each game so far. Game 5 is tonight. And I feel like making a very bold prediction right here. Well, really 2 of them. So, bold prediction number 1, this series will go 7 games. Bold prediction, even bolder than the first one, the winner of this series will win the Stanley Cup. I really don't know who it's going to be winning the series, and in my opinion, winning the Stanley Cup. Both teams are so good. I think I might have to go with the Vegas Golden Knights. In the North Division, the Canadiens and the Jets played. The Canadiens swept the Jets 4-0, and the Canadiens await the winner of the Vegas Golden Knights Colorado Avalanche series. In the Eastern Division, Islanders and Bruins. The Islanders currently hold a 3-2 series lead, and Game 6 will be played tomorrow. Lightning Hurricanes in the Central Division. The Lightning knocked out the Hurricanes tonight. This game just ended a few minutes ago before I started recording this video. Tonight's final was 2-0, and that capped a Lightning 4-1 series win. And they will face the winner of the Islanders-Bruins series, who I think will be the Islanders. The MLB. Let's go over there. The MLB is going to crack down on foreign substances, which can highly affect pitchers' spin rates. So, pitcher spin rates have been down. For example, Garrett Cole's spin rate has been down 6%, and Trevor Bauer's spin rate has also been significantly down, because pitchers use foreign substances to grip the ball more and better, allowing them to spin the ball more and having a higher spin rate. Now, a theory. These pitchers, such as Cole and Bauer, there's more, but I'm not going to name them all. Could they have been using foreign substances to increase their spin rate? And now, since the MLB is cracking down on foreign substances, now they're not having your spin rate as high. So, just a theory. I would also like to know your thoughts on that theory, and if you have developed any interesting theories similar to that. So, the Mariners demote 4th best prospect in the majors, or in baseball, because he's no longer in the majors, Jared Kelenic. Sent him back to AAA. He was in a 0-for-39 slump, so that's pretty bad. However, I think he'll be really good in the future, and he'll just get called up sometime later in the season. Trevor Story is close to returning from his elbow injury. Yerman Mercedes wants a chance at the home run derby crown, so he wants to be in the home run derby. And I think he should be, considering he hit a 420-foot blast off a positioned player who threw a 47-mile-an-hour eephus. And the best and worst teams: the Giants 37-22, the Rays 38-23, and the Red Sox 37-23. The worst teams: the Rangers 23-38, the Orioles 21-38, and the Diamondbacks 20-41. So we've already played 60 games. It's flying by. So now, for you baseball fans, I did a video about my top 5 starting pitchers. So go check that video out and comment on that video if you agree or anything. So like, subscribe, comment, as my shirt says, and I will see you for any other breaking news. Otherwise, probably Saturday when I give you my top 5 relief pitchers in baseball. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you for any other breaking news, otherwise on Saturday.